you guys a summary of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be completing a SWOT analysis of yourself and your market, and then what you need to be doing for your marketing efforts based off the ICP, so your ideal client profile, of who you want to work with and how to find the people that you want to work with and who is best suit for you as the type of clientele you want to work with using AI. I hope everyone had a phenomenal time off from during holidays. I was just talking to Jacqueline Foreman. It felt like a long time, which I agree with. And I am so ready, so glad to be back. So with everything that we were kind of doing in 2025, I wanted to make sure I gave you guys a more depth version of how to be your AI marketing director going to 2026 for Q1. We've done this episode of the lab in 2025, kind of early on when I started this call, but it was kind of so powerful. I want to make sure we brought it up again and refined, and everyone had a clear path of what they were going to be doing for 2026 in Q1. So to give you guys a summary of what we're going to be doing, we're going to be completing a SWOT analysis of yourself and your market, and then what you need to be doing for your marketing efforts based off the ICP, so your ideal client profile, of who you want to work with and how to find those. When I say this fair housing is in play, how to find the people that you want to work with and who is best suit for you as the type of clientele you want to work with. So what we're going to do for everyone that's in the chat, I'm going to put the link to what we are doing today for the prompts into the chat for everyone there. And then to give you guys clarity, this is the exact same presentation I'm going to be giving on Thursday in Dallas. So for anyone who's going to that event, this is the exact same thing I'll be doing there. You guys are just kind of get a little sneak peek of it. So what we're going to be doing is we're first going to need to open up a tool called Manus. Manus. When you log in, you don't need to have the paid version. I'm on the free plan, you don't need to even start a trial. Just be on their free plan. That is plenty enough. And then for anyone who's new to this call, anytime you have questions, stop me in my tracks, ask the question. This is all about you guys. This is a call for you guys and to learn about AI, not for me to rant on. So questions are definitely well received. So what we're going to first do is we're going to go to that prompt, and I'm going to copy and paste the Manus prompt. Inside of that Google Doc, you're going to see I have Manus and Claude. We're starting Manus. I also made it to where easiest way for you guys to do it so it doesn't affect others who are editing this doc. Create a copy of this document for yourself so that if you want to type in here, you're welcome to, instead of having to type in Manus. Up to you and how you want to do it. So if you want to create a copy, just go to the top, File, make a copy, and I'll make a copy for yourself. All right, so we're going to go to the Manus prompt. I'm going to copy and paste the entire thing. I'm going to just type it in Manus so you guys have a visibility to that. And I go to Manus, and I'm going to copy and paste that in here. All right, now let's go edit it. So agent profile, what's the name of the agent we're doing this for? I'm going to do it for myself, so it'll be Matt Kemps. Market area and state, let's call it Williamson County, Texas. Experience levels in real estate, let's go. I've been doing this in 2017, so 9 years. Current strengths. What are my current strengths? Online lead generation, new construction development, new construction development. Let's put in luxury listings and AI powered lead generation. Meta lead gen and Google PPC lead generation. All right, now I'm having an honest assessment. What are my current challenges? Social media inconsistent. Google My Business inconsistent. YouTube inconsistent. Let's go with SOI calls. I'm inconsistent. Someone else give me something they're inconsistent with. Anyone chime in? Or a current challenge they're having.
Email marketing. Inconsistent.
Okay. Business goals. One person chime in. What's a business goal you currently have?
Well, it's big, so
Do it.
Another 500 GCI is what I want this year.
Additional
Yeah.
500K GCI. Okay. Nick, Daniel,
Yeah.
Mark, anyone, chime in. Give me some goals.
Relocate to a new market and establish myself there within 3 months.
Perfect. Love that. If I put that, it's going to change mine. So I love that, though. Let's go with increase listing count, reduce buyer count. Okay. Now let's go research objectives. So anytime it says city/area, you're gonna need to change that. So for me, I'm doing a whole county. So I'm gonna go Williamson County. Oh, that's good. Identify competitive landscape. We're good. You don't need a city there. Okay, now once you finish that portion, just click send. It's going to then update, and Manus is going to go do its deep research. What we're going to do when we're done with this is we're going to then take this deep research and we're going to go into Claude and we're going to open up the second prompt in here, which is Claude. So we're going to grab this to get ready. We're going to open up Claude. We're going to paste this in. And then once we're done, we're also going to attach the deep research. So first, we're going to go back to Manus, let it finish its thing. It's going to do its thinking. If you're curious to know what it's doing, you can click the drop down here and watch what it's going through in the process. So right now, we're going through research Williamson County real estate market conditions and demographics. Second part, it's going to analyze competitive landscape and top agents in the market. Third, it's going to identify market opportunities and underserved segments. Then we're going to develop a SWOT analysis. Does everyone here know what a SWOT analysis is? If not, I'll explain. I got some nods. I got some blank stares. Okay.
Okay, since I'm here and I'm trying to do this, I have to ask this question. So I'm putting in my thing, like everything at the top. Is that first paragraph all I need to fill in? And then
I took care of the rest for you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, Matt.
SWOT analysis, real quick. S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, T stands for threats. So we're doing a full analysis on your current business from the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And we're then going to put that into an understanding with deep research of the other competition you have, current market conditions and demographics, and the current landscape of top agents in the market. So then we have a better idea of how we can design our marketing going forward, which is what Claude's going to then do for us once we have the understanding of the market. So Claude's almost done here, or it is done. What I'm going to then do is take here. So I get a full document now. Strategic Intelligence Report positioning Matt Kemps in Williamson County. Here's the market analysis. Median sales price, we're down 2.5% year over year. Median days on market, we're 95 days, and we're up 15 days on total year over year. Homes sold, down 12.3%. Median economic and demographic drivers, economic growth, population income, new construction. Walks you through all that. What's the economic growth? Our big one here is 20% increase in employment, healthcare, high tech, and education. Competitive landscape, who we're competing with in those areas, and that's fun enough. Those are all the bigger teams, and they give you more info. These are all agents I've actually talked with who are focused on AEO, GEO, and SEO. That's why they're showing up. So then opportunity analysis, SWOT analysis, strategic recommendations, recommended marketing channels and content approach, quick wins, long-term positioning. Great. Awesome. What we're going to do now is we're going to download this as a PDF. So the little arrow at the top, scroll down, click PDF.
Hey, Matt, I know you're intending to show your screen the way you're talking, but you're not. So, and nobody else is speaking up about it.
What do you mean?
Weren't you planning on showing your screen while you were talking about all that stuff?
You can't see my screen at all?
No. I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me change what I'm looking at then. Okay, got it. I must have clicked the meeting tab on the top.
Okay. Okay, and then add files. Add files are here. And then so I jumped into Claude. Now I'm going to grab the download that I just did from Manus, which would be this one right here. I'm going to open that. Now we have to potentially do some updates to the prompt inside of Claude. So I'm going to read it out real quick. Based on the market research and strategic recommendations provided, create a .drawio XML file. So you guys know what that is. That creates a Lucidchart for you, and it's going to write the code for that file. That visualize this agent's 90-day marketing strategy as an executable roadmap. Tier 1 is market positioning. Tier 2 is content pillars, and we're telling it where to put it. Tier 3 is campaigns, sub-branches from pillars. Tier 4 is execution layer. It's going to be the bottom section. And then tier 5 is going to be tools and automation. Here's the formatting requirements. And then the output is at the bottom. Provide the complete .drawio XML code that I can save as a .drawio file and import directly into Lucidchart. No action needed except for the upload here. So I'm going to click go or submit, whatever you want to call it. Now it's going to go do its whole thing. You're going to see it's going to be running a script in the back end of the AI, and you'll see that it's creating the file for us. So here's creating the file. Once we're done, if you guys want to prepare ahead of time, open a new tab and open Lucidcharts. To give you guys a little perspective of what this is going to look like at the end, it's going to be a little different, but it's going to look like this.
Hey, Matt, are you recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, because I'm having my Manus is still thinking, and I'm having trouble keeping up, and I want to make sure I can do this again later.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. So it's going to look like this when we're done, but I'm going to have a different version because I put in new criteria, and I'm going to show you guys how to upload it here in a second. So back to where you guys are at, lucidcharts.com. You do not need to have a paid version or anything else. You can just do a free one. Click on New, Lucidchart blank document. Once you're logged in, if you need to create a free little account, go right ahead. You do not need to pay for this. Blank document. It's going to look like this. When it comes to this part here, you can close out all the templates. Just press the X on the top. I'm going to jump back to Claude to see if I have a download yet. It didn't go. Try it again. Okay, let's go back here. So when we get to this portion here, there's 3 lines at the top. Do you see that up here? We're going to click that. We're then going to click File, Import Documents. You can leave this page right here. We're going to browse for that document once Claude finishes up. So Claude's doing its thing right now.
I'm going to chime in real quick, Matt. So my Manus is still thinking as well.
Okay.
Yours went a little bit faster. Is there a reason for that?
No, I'm on the free version. Just
yeah. Okay, never mind. I'll just.
No, you're good. If majority of us are still at Manus, I'm more than happy to wait, so we can wait to make sure we have the upload correctly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, could we just do a quick recap to make sure I'm still on the same, doing everything, every step that we.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start from the beginning. So in the beginning, we logged into manus.im. Manus is, as of last Monday, so a week ago today, Meta acquired them and purchased them for several million. So this is now going to be powered by Meta, which would be plugged inside of here, which gives even more power. What we did is we took the original prompt from right here on the left side, Manus prompt. We took this portion right here. We copy and paste this in, and I put brackets for you guys where it says agent name, city, area, state. We changed that so it's focused on your area, and then you specifically, or if you're doing this as a coaching side of things, what agent you're coaching to give them this report. However you want to go about it. Look for everywhere that says the brackets or anywhere that you need to put in some input. So challenges, business goals, current strength, experience level. We did all that portion. Then when we were done, we took that to Manus and we copy and paste that back up. Let me close this down a little bit. We copy and paste that into here. So agent profile was Matt Kemps. The market was Winston County. Experience level 9 years, current strengths, and then current challenges. There was one more change I had to make right here, which was city/state or area. Change that to Williamson County in Texas. Then we asked it to run the report. Once we ran the report, we downloaded this right here by clicking here and then PDF. Once that was done, I went to Claude. And I went to Claude and said, grab this prompt on the left side here for you guys that says Claude prompt. Copy and paste that entire prompt. Put that into Claude here. And then we uploaded the PDF file that we got from Manus So it had some additional deep research for it to go through and search. So currently I still have my Claude trying to write the .drawio file. I'm going to let it finish that portion up and let you guys catch up if your Manus is still loaded.
Can you keep going into how to set up Lucid? Because that's where I'm at right now. Claude's still running its thing, but.
Yep. So when you're on to Lucid, let's start this one over again. You should see a blank diagram like this. On the top, there's 3 lines. You're going to click those 3 lines. You're then going to go to File, Import, Import Documents. Once you're here, you'll browse for that document that came out of Claude, which is the .drawio file, and you'll upload there. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm waiting for mine to finish up the .drawio file still.
Hey Matt, with Claude, it's first time I'm signing in. It's wanting me to pay. Is there a way to?
There's a free version.
There's a free.
Yeah, you just exit out all of it.
Back out of all this. Okay.
Yep. You'll get a free version of Claude for quite a long time. The only time you'll have or may ask you to pay for it. Like Claude is what I use primarily over GPT now. But Claude, I think I had it for probably a good 2 weeks, and I was uploading files and asking for data to come back. It was a long time I had a trial for. Okay, so it finished up the entire portion here. Once you see a page that's like this, you'll see a download button like this. I'm going to click that download button. You'll see it went up to here. So I'm going to jump back into Lucid. I'll do this one again. 3 lines, File, Import, Import Documents, Browse, grab the .drawio file, open. Now here's an important part. When you get to this step, after it's done importing, do not click Done. Click View Document. That's very important. If you click Done, it's just going to close it out like nothing happened. Click View Document. Then when I get to here, it's going to load in that entire document, and I have my whole 90-day plan in a visual format. So if I zoom in a little bit, and then use a little slider on the right. Okay, so at the top, data-driven advantage, Matt Kemps, Williamson County Real Estate, advanced AI, precision marketing, predictable results, luxury listings, new construction specialist. What's my competitive edge? And what's my ideal client avatar? After me telling it all the details, it says my ideal client avatar is a tech-forward upsizer, age 35 to 50. They make $200K or more in income. They're typically out of tech, healthcare, professional values, data, and efficiency. Okay, competitive edges over here. Now, from there, it created my 5 pillars. Of those 5 pillars, I have strategic listing authority. The goal is to increase listings by 40%. GEO would be sell home fast, Williamson County, strategic listing specialist, Round Rock, whatever it might be, right? Pillar 2 is AI and tech innovation. Goal, own data-driven niche. AI real estate agent Austin, data-driven realtor in Georgetown. So people would want me to focus on that. Pillar 3 is I'm a new construction expert. Goal, capture 600 plus new builds. New homes, Georgetown, Texas, Liberty Hill, new construction, and put that as my titles. Pillar 4, luxury market intel. Goal is 500K plus in GCI growth. Luxury homes, Round Rock, and high-end realtor in Williamson County, focusing on luxury listings in Williamson County. Pillar 5 is local market authority. Goal is top above mind awareness. GEO would be Williamson County market trends. Real estate economist, Austin. Okay, from there, we then break down in each of those pillars on what our next items are to do. I'll move this over so it's a little cleaner. Move that over. If you guys get a formatting issue, just move your things around a little bit by clicking them and dragging and dropping. So you see I'm moving mine a little bit. All right. So for me, I have these things to do underneath each of my pillars. From there, I then have a 90-day execution timeline. Month 1 is my foundation. Month 2 is momentum. Month 3 would be authority. I would do this for every single quarter. If you end up changing any goals or you've already hit goals and metrics, how you would then adjust them. What we'll do kind of probably closer to middle of March is we'll then take this original port and I'll put together a prompt for you guys and say, here's where I currently am with the update with the original .drawio file and the completion of my goals through all the different pillars. From that, here's a prompt for it. You're the expert AI marketing director for Jacqueline Foreman, and I want you to walk me through the entire process. The whole idea here is not to overwhelm you with a giant flowchart. The idea is to have this flowchart available and that there's a whiteboard to your right or left or behind you, wherever it is in your office, so that you know what your actual items are for that month. So for me, my quick wins in month one: GMB optimization, photos plus some reviews, SOI intelligence calls, email nurture sequence. It's a 5-part launch. The content I need to create is a Wilco data report on YouTube. I need to make an AI launchpad announcement and make a blog series based off 95 days on market, create 3 different posts off of that. Deliverables, 3 YouTube videos, 12 Google My Business posts, 80 SOI calls, 1 email sequence live.
So Matt, would the Wilco data report just be like a boring market report on YouTube? Or
no, what I would do, great question actually. I would create this into Gamma. So then I would take all the data and then ask Claude to write me a prompt. So for example, we'll go off on a little tangent for a second on that. So let's just say you are a okay, I would do that. So you're AI marketing director for my real estate team, and I want you to write a prompt for a Gamma to build a market report for Williamson County. Please run the prompt using the attached data from the MLS. I would then go to MLS, export all of the data, put that into, grab all the fields from MLS, upload that data into here, and then have it read the report, then write the prompt, then copy and paste that prompt back into Gamma and have it create that lead magnet.
and you would do that for your entire county rather than individual towns,
correct,
zip codes.
And then if you get maxed out on data, do it in different parts, and just tell Claude that you say, I'm going to upload multiple different files. Don't proceed until I tell you to go.
What type of files do you upload for that? Do you do screenshots?
Usually it's going to be, usually it's a CSV.
Okay.
So if I were to go to, I'm in my MLS. Let's say let's go to county, Williamson. I want to grab all the details from the last quarter. Single family. I got 5,000 plus matches, way too much. So let's then break that down into golly blog inventory. Okay, currently active, 2,983. So I have to break this into parts. So I go here, results, click it all, export. Here on my MLS, I go to Resi all fields, export, and I'll get a file up here in a little bit. Okay, there's the file. My suggestion would be to open that file once it's done and label that active Q4 2026. Then I go back, criteria, turn off active, and I only want pending. 811 are currently pending. Same idea, all, export, grab, Resi all, export. Come on. No, don't open it. I don't want you to open it. So I'll name this Q4 active 2026. I could type. And then this one I'm going to label Q4 pending. Okay. And then let's do it one more time for the closed. Bingo. Grab all that. All, export, I would go to Resi All Fields, export, and then I'm going to do that again for the expires and withdrawals. And hold. Oh, interesting. You can't expire. You can't do. Hold on.
My name's Gabriel. I was calling. I saw you were looking at homes.
We can't call withdrawn in my market.
Here.
It's considered an
Oh,
active
there we
listing.
go. Export. Resi All Fields. Export. Okay, so then I would go back into Claude. I would grab all that data. If you're on a free version, you can only do one file at a time. Just tell it to wait. And then once it's from here, you'll get a prompt. And then you just take that prompt back into Gamma and have it deliver that lead magnet that you would then deliver out to everybody. And then with that lead magnet for the software that you're using as CRM, I would make that lead magnet a open link, like a URL, and then place a tracker on that link. And anyone who clicks that link needs to go into a smart list. That's your prospecting list.
I thought it said you were going to put this on YouTube, though.
You can put it on. That was another portion to put YouTube. I could. That would
I
just
thought
be.
that's what this was for. Okay, sorry about that.
Yes. So like if it gave me instructions to do that, then yes, I would go put this on YouTube and I'd walk someone through, explain, you know what? Q4 of 2026 in Williamson County and the Austin Metro was absolute shit show. And explain why. It would have like a call to like a pop line, or like a hook or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, isn't Gamma the one that makes like the slide deck for you?
Yep.
So, Mary Ellen, all you got to do is, I don't know how to do this, but I've seen people do it. You put the slide deck behind you right here. You shoot your video with the slide deck behind you, talking about this, talking about that, and there's your video and your Gamma slide. So multiple products doing one thing.
Yep.
Green screen, that would be more green screen on social, and that would be like a YouTube short if you want to do it that way. But the easy way to record that is on Instagram with a green screen behind you, and then replace it with a video of you going through ahead of time, going through the Gamma. So right now it's structuring that prompt. Let's go check back into Lucid. Okay, I'm gonna jump back into here for a second. Month 1, month 2, month 3. It gives me the color legend, the key metrics to track, and then my platform allocation. So I got YouTube here. I have Google My Business. I have email marketing. I have Instagram Meta, and it's telling me I should start a podcast, which I have a podcast, but I didn't tell it to do podcasts. So I'm kind of impressed it's threw in a podcast here. But podcast is something I should be doing. So I've had one for a while. It's called Two Mats, One Market. And it's a lender and I, and we just kind of chat through what's going through of what we're seeing real estate agents doing, what they're moving between brokerages. If we see what production's like, we just kind of chat through that. But I could do a different segue off of that, focused on production. Okay, I finished that one in relatively pretty good time. Questions? Anyone have questions related to this? Questions related to AI? Like fire mode right now.
Not a question, but it's kind of a comment. This came up with, I need to contact Nucor HR for seminar and relocation because I put the new market I'm going into.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Nucor. It's the second largest employer in Meade County, Kentucky.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, it's pulling some really good stuff out.
Love it.
Matt, this is Geraldine. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Would you please be kind to tell me again what is a Dario?
Yep. So that's like techie stuff you don't need to worry about too much.
All right.
All it does is that's the file format you need to have to make the Lucid. So when I'm on Lucid, and let's say pretend, for example, I was to start that process over again. If I was in Claude, right, at the top here The prompt that I gave you guys in the Google Doc, it's telling you to put it into a Drawio format. All you have to do is download right here, and then go back into Lucidchart, click here, File, import document, browse, look for the Drawio format, click it, open.
Okay.
And it should make the whole thing for you. So the whole idea of why we're doing this in Manus and then Claude, to give you guys background, Manus is great at deep research. That's the whole thing of what it's really good. Manus and Perplexity are my favorite ones for deep research. Claude delivers the best actionable items back to you. Like if you tell it to go change a format or give me an output of something, Claude does a really good job at that. Now, what we did there is we took the deep research to be able to create the Manus based off the deep research. Sorry, we took Manus to create the deep research to then give to our prompt in Claude. Claude then created the .drawio file from the market research plus the prompt I provided you guys. So, Geraldine, to answer your question, the Drawio, just the file format you have to upload.
Perfect.
We have the Drawio format, so you don't have to go draw your exact squiggly lines and make your own flowchart. AI can build it out for you in that format. Just like I used to make flowcharts all the time. What it created for us right here, this is like a 3-week project for me. So you get to like skip all that time and just go straight to it. Oh, here's what my deliverables are. And I have a full idea of what I need to do. And all I'm going to do is then take my wins that I need to do or my tasks that I have to do, throw it on my whiteboard, kind of like John Dietz says, and says, all right, here's my marketing tasks I have to do for this month, and I'm going to fit them into my calendar. The next step you would then do from here is upload this file into AI and say, build me a social calendar based off of this.
Crazy.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
No, you're good. I'll anytime.
Yeah, hey Matt, I seem to be stuck on Claude. I don't know what's going on. Did you just do a regular chat or did you have to ask it for code?
No, here, share your screen. Let me help you through it.
Thank you. Here's my screen. I paste in the
Okay.
prompt. I add that file.
Yep. Now scroll down and click that.
And then it takes me to this random onboarding link, which feels wrong. And it just
I'm guessing is it your first time ever using Claude?
Yeah.
There you go. So when it goes to the onboard, do me a favor before you do a complex one, just go to Claude again and just type in whatever. Just type something. Just say, I'm a real estate, whatever you want, right? So it's going to take you that onboarding regardless. So then it's going to have you basically set up your profile. So once you get through here, let it keep spinning for a second. For shits and giggles, click on your GPT at the top. I'm going to use you as an experiment. Okay, open a new chat. Paste in the prompt. And then add in the chart or the PDF. And then submit it. I want to see what happens in GPT when you do it. GPT and Claude being the same thing. GPT power it has over Claude, the custom GPTs you can create. Claude has projects. GPT has projects. GPT is better at the creating custom GPTs because that's not a feature in Claude. But the output I get from Claude is a little bit better sometimes. Okay, it's doing a good job so far. Keep scrolling. Yeah. I'm curious to see how different your output is going to be when you put this in Lucidchart compared to what we got.
Yeah. And Claude's still just spinning over here.
Go to Claude, take out on the URL, take everything out until onboarding. Keep onboarding there. Like with the question mark and everything else after that, delete it and then enter. I wonder if you got something like blocking it.
I don't know. I don't know what would be.
Okay, well, good news is you don't have to rely on Claude. Go to GPT again. Let me see if we finished up. So still writing. At the end, you should get a format that's the .draw audio that you can still download.
Yep. Yeah, super bizarre.
That's the first. I haven't seen that.
When I logged out and logged back in, it again took me to that like sign up page to pay, and I just back. There's no way to say like select free, so I just back out of that.
What, like, you don't have to do it now. Later, clear your cookies and the history on it, and see if you can get through it again.
Okay.
Also, part two, I remember I bought the first time I ever used Claude. It was like late night, like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I got targeted by Claude advertising, and then I downloaded Claude on my phone, and then used the login that I had on my phone and logged in with Google. I don't know if that changes anything.
Okay, Matt, I have my Claude downloaded. I have Lucid open. It says
Yep.
I already have a free plan, but I don't see where I would take the document to draw the Lucid.
Okay, let me finish. Let me do Mark's first. Once he
I'm
finishes
sorry.
up, no, you're good, and then I'll jump right to yours. So, Mark, go back to your GPT for me real quick, and then we'll do this. I'll delete the settings when we finish up. Is it still going? Okay, here you go. Built from the suite of recommendations, comprehensive research. That's just a PDF. Okay, let me go back to Jacqueline's. Jerry, I'm gonna Mark. I'll come back to yours when it's done.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down. Okay, top right corner. Do you see the drop down? No, I don't want that. Ask if it can deliver to you in a .draw format. Is there a download?
Oh, well, it's going to be 6 to 7 grand. Stuff that we didn't include. Cool, it's not.
Scroll up on the right side.
Well, the other reason is a fucking retard.
Is there a download? Okay. Click publish. See what happens.
Saturday that. Oh, well, should we just fix it?
Don't publish it. No.
$100. Like, well, it came up.
Copy it.
Yeah, we could. Someone paying $9 grand. You could have draw out there.
That is strange.
I guess that's that. Then literally after that.
Yeah.
Tell it you don't want to copy and paste. Tell it you want a file format of a .draw.
You would have more light.
The Lucidcharts. And the right side. Control A, Control C. Open a text editor, paste the code, save the file name. Okay, fine. Copy it.
My concern is that continues to happen.
And then you're on a Mac.
Yeah.
Open up, press Command Space, and just type in text. Command Space bar will open up your Spotlight. And then type in text editor.
You ever hit up those past deals?
Yep.
You're like, hey, still in the market. Are you guys still in?
Paste it in there. Cancel. New document. Yep.
One last time.
Okay, now file the top. Save as.
363 one though.
And then change, and then call it whatever you want to call it. And then instead of the rich text, see if you can get Draw.io. XML is fine.
There it is. Word 2003 XML.
Yep, try that. Save. Worst case scenario, send me, for the example, so you don't have to upgrade, send me can you put the file of what you just got? See if you can do it, but if you can send me the file that you just did the text into the chat, I'll load it into a .draw file and pass it back to you.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else have any questions while I'm loading this up?
No, just thank you. This is awesome, man. I appreciate you.
You bet. And then I'll have another recorded version of this for you guys. I'm doing this again Thursday in Dallas. So when I get that, I'll upload that to the community. For anyone who was not part of the Azulio community where all these recordings are going, I'm going to put that into the chat so you can join. Let me grab that, invite members. That is now in the Zoom chat for anyone that's not part of the community. I think the majority are already there, but feel free to grab that and you'll get all the recordings from this. And then all my custom GPTs are in there too. All right. And then it's still doing your, so you can see my screen, Mark. What's up, Braden?
Yeah, brother, what's going on?
How are you?
Doing good. I just wrapped up a call. Are you still going through this?
Oh, you'll get to see a deliverable of it.
Gotcha.
So, Mark, I'll email this back to you.
Okay.
And then for the sake of showing anyone that missed that's joining in, I'll just show that. So download. Let me get you on my email. There, reply. Attach. 1057. Yep, that's it. All right, Brady, to catch you up, what we ended up building was we used Manus first to do a full deep dive and deep research on the market. And I have 2 prompts they're using, so one for Manus, one for Claude. At the end of that, they're then going to basically go in here and upload into Lucidchart so they can have a full idea of what their Q1 AI marketing director is making off of them based off of a SWOT analysis. So then I'll go in here, I'll import the document, the one that Mark just did. Mark, you cool if I show it?
Yep.
Okay. So the one that Mark just did was this one. We import the document and then view it. And then it gives a whole idea of Southeast Michigan, 500K to 1 mil. So on his, we have target is the ascendant professional, age 35, 200K to 400K, first luxury home buyer. Unique value is team-based concierge system, service, 20 plus member support system. Here are the market authority, buyer education, relocation services, lifestyle, and community, team showcase. Then from there, he has some actionable items from that. Market in a Minute series, that's month 1. It's a weekly video. Offer is market report download. Outcome is 500 plus email subscribers. The next one he has with that is the Neighborhood Spotlight series, month 2. That's bi-weekly. Offer is neighborhood guide. Outcome 15 high intent leads. The next one after that is first time luxury buyer guide, month 1, lead magnet. Mark, I would do that in Gamma too if I was you. Offers a free PDF guide. Then he has luxury home buyer webinar, month 2. Corporation relocation packet, Detroit Insider series, hidden gem series, etc. Then from there he gets a timeline. So here's month 1, here's month 2, here's month 3. Here's all the tools and automation he should be using. Here's his platform strategy, his key metrics to track, and then urgent priorities he needs to have for week 1. So week 1, his primary focus is rebrand website, accessible luxury focus, film first 4 videos, market in a minute, create 3 lead magnet luxury buyer PDFs, set up email automation, nurture and sequence, and launch social profiles optimized for SEO and branding. That should be on your whiteboard, Mark, right next to you.
Yep.
And Brayden, I'll give you all the prompts so you can play with this and do honey badger stuff with it too. Or more of a Jeff thing. All right, guys. That's for this week. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to post inside the Azulio Group community and message me anytime you have questions. Thursday, we will not be meeting because I'll be up in Dallas speaking at that event. So we'll pick up again from a week from today. All right, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
You bet.
Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay ahead going into 2026 with Matthew Kemps.